Welcome everybody to B-Sides New York City 2023. This is the reboot. After a 5-year hiatus, we are finally back. B-Sides New York City is a conference that is based on accessibility, technical talks, and community. So what do I mean by all that? In terms of accessibility, we have made tickets $15 only, as opposed to some of these other conferences that charge you $100 or even thousands of dollars. We had 238 students register with their .edu addresses. These tickets will be refunded if they show up. And there were 26 free tickets for those who are under financial hardship. So, essentially, 1/4 of the attendance of this conference is free for those who need it. When I say technical, we went beyond all expectations for this conference and had 127 submissions from all across the globe. We had so many submissions that the acceptance rate was only 17%. So you can be assured that the speakers and the trainers that you are seeing today are of the highest quality anywhere in the cybersecurity community. And we thank very much the speakers that flew out from as far as Sweden and Italy and other parts abroad. Some of them paying their own way to come here. In fact, many of our speakers are paying their way to come here. So thank you very much, speakers in the audience. I see you. Continuing with the theme of technical talks, you are right now in the red room. Red room. All the talks in here are around for red teams. There is also a room just for blue team talks. That is downstairs. You walk out the atrium, you go down the staircase, and right there you'll see the blue room. Across the corridor from the blue room is a room just for talks on other colors of the InfoSec color wheel. And then over here, next door, is the workshop room. Upstairs on the 6th floor. So to get to the 6th floor, you walk down the hallways. There are 2 elevator banks on either side of the building. You go up to the 6th floor, and there you will see our village area. The village area also has some talks at the village podium. A lot of those talks are either, of course, niche interest groups, like from New York City Resistor, but we also have many talks on career development, career growth, and so on and so forth. So if you are an early in career person or a student, I highly suggest you go up to the village to take a look. There are also some technical things going on upstairs on the 6th floor as well. I just mentioned New York City Resistor, but we also have 2 Capture the Flag competitions up there in the 6th floor quad. One is being hosted by Secure Code Warrior. It is an application security CTF. And then there is a second CTF being hosted by CTFD. It is a more traditional network security-based CTF. There are prizes for both of these, which will be announced at the closing remarks. Moving on to community. Like any other B-Sides, this conference is based on a community within the cybersecurity industry. This here is the list of all the volunteers that are making this happen today. So, there's a lot going on here. There's probably 1,000 of you that are showing up, and there's only 40 of us to try and make it happen. There's also the planning committee, the speakers, the sponsors, all of whom are part of the cybersecurity community making it happen. But for today, of course, it is the volunteers that are really going to shine. And so we call them out here, and we thank all of them. So I realized at the beginning I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Huxley Barbee. I'm the only Huxley Barbee you're ever going to meet. inside and outside of cybersecurity. Now, core to this community, of course, is your input. There's this QR code over here. It's also on the back of the printed programs, like that gentleman has over there. I think maybe on the back of the programs. Can you just lift that here? On the back of the program is a QR code. After this conference, please scan this. This is a community-based conference, so this is your conference. We need your input to make sure that it continues in a direction that is of value to all of you. Attendees, sponsors, speakers, volunteers, and so on and so forth. Please, please, please provide your feedback after this conference. I'll keep that Google form up for about a month, just collecting your feedback. Also part of this community, of course, are our sponsors. We have a group of fantastic sponsors that have made this happen. Earlier I said our tickets are only $15. We were able to give away a number of tickets. We're able to refund a number of tickets for students. This, in large part, is because we have all these fabulous sponsors who have donated money to make this happen. And we thank them very much for this. So a great round of applause so they can hear you out there. And I would be remiss if I were to not mention that among all the sponsors, probably the one that's most significant to making this happen, the one that actually donated these spaces with a 100% discount, is John Jay College. So at this time, I would like to invite up Professor Shweta Jain, who leads the John Jay College D4CS program, Digital Forensics and Computer Science, to come and talk to you a little bit about John Jay. Professor Jain.
Welcome, everyone. This morning, I had a slight feeling that I should ask ChatGPT to write my welcome remark. And then I was like, okay, I've run out of time to do that, so I'll just wing it. And now I feel like I should have, because whatever I say here, probably ChatGPT would say it better. Nah, just kidding. So my name is Shweta Jain. I'm a professor in the Math and Computer Science department, and I also run the master's program in digital forensics and cybersecurity. So our program is kind of unique in the city because we have a mix of legal as well as technical courses, and our students come from both STEM and non-STEM disciplines. And actually, our students are quite awesome. You might see them around because they're here. Oh, she's an alumni right there. But you might see our new and soon to be minted graduate and undergraduate students here. Please seek them out, or they'll seek you out, and encourage them, show them the ropes so that they can find jobs in the cybersecurity field, and then come here and attend BSides next time. They need your love and support, and if you have jobs and internships, then of course, you know, they are the bright minds you probably want to interview even today. So a couple of things about the program. We have, like I said, we have a mix of technical and also legal courses. So our program starts with a bunch of core courses. They teach you law and high-tech crime. Then they go into all the core cybersecurity stuff. And then we do digital forensics. We are probably the only place in the city that teaches digital forensics. We have acquired a state-of-the-art lab, which is in the 6th floor. I think there are 13 computers in there. If you go in there, which most people won't be able to because it's a secure space, you'll see these like gamer computers with huge, heavy towers waiting to be used or used better. So for that, a couple of announcements basically about what we're looking for. So first of all, like I already said, we have students here who are looking for jobs and internships. Please talk to them, encourage them. And if you come to a university, we'll tell you hire them. So that's one. The second is we have the state-of-the-art lab here, but we also need industry partnership to develop case studies, develop the curriculum to actually make good use of those computers. So we are looking for an industry advisory board. So if you are interested and if you want to contribute, our table is right outside. My colleague Jennifer Holst is there. She's also an instructor in the program. And she is actually the interim director right now when I'm on sabbatical. So please leave your information with her. You'll also find two of my colleagues, Doug Smith and Nehemiah, somewhere here. Their mandate is to make 200 connections with potential employers and place 200 students in jobs and internships. So if they come and talk to you, please don't be put off. You know, we need to do this, and we're happy to make those connections right here. Hopefully, they'll make all the 200 connections right here and place 200 students right there. Yeah, that's pie in the sky. But yeah, let's see if that happens. Then the third thing, which I'm forgetting because ChatGPT, I did not use it. So. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So we'll be happy to host B-Sides again. Please come back to us, and I hope you all have a great conference. With that, like I said, we have our keynote speaker somewhere here. Lance, right there. He's a digital forensics expert, and so please welcome. Yeah.